All right, man, and we are live with your North Carolina Tar Heels live post game of the UCF North and Tar Heels game that just occurred, and I don't even want to call that a game. Kind of want to call that a beat down, a smackdown, a shellacking, a haberdashery, everything under the sun. Because in my mind, that game was atrocious. I don't know about you, but that game was atrocious to me.
I mean, it was definitely a disappointment for sure.
I just again, I'm not surprised that UNC could have lost that game. I'm surprised by how they lost this game.
I mean,
Like
yeah, that's like,
by how badly it was.
I mean, yeah, that's the annoying part. It's like you went out. It was basically essentially what felt like a repeat of the TCU game. Like you went out and didn't even really play.
No.
It's like I get that, yeah, you beat Charlotte and Richmond, but we said this before, like it's Charlotte and Richmond.
I'm hoping you beat them teams.
Like you should beat those teams. Like, but once again, but like I said before, they're your tune-up games. They're supposed to be the games where you feel like once you get out of them, okay, we know what our operation looks like. We know what we need to do or how or what we needed to improve on. So we've worked on that. We fixed that. So now when we go into conference play, we can go out and look like legitimate competitors. And then you come out against the last non-conference team that you're going to play this season and get dogwalked.
Right.
Again. And so far, it looks like the Big 12 is like Bill's Achilles heel at this point.
Listen. I don't know.
Because I would have loved to be that team that broke Scott Frost's 15-game win streak. But clearly we weren't it.
I don't know what it is with Bill in the Big 12. And hopefully he fares better against the ACC because Big 12 is not it.
The offense doesn't complement the defense. Gio ain't it at quarterback. They should have benched him a long time ago. I'm gonna say this. I hold on. So I do not disagree with benching Gio. I was looking at it come second half. I was like, okay, if he doesn't come out and have a good drive to start this third quarter, you need to sit him because you're down 27-3. You're not looking good. You're looking about like you're in the same situation you were come week one. And it's not that Gio's not a good quarterback, but at this point in time, he's not ready to be the starting quarterback. Like, I get that he's improved. Great. I love that for him. But if you want to win games, at this point, like from what we've seen, if you want to win games, you're gonna have to put Max in.
I've been big on Max since jump. Ain't nothing against Gio. I've been big on Max. Should have been the starter just for continuity purposes. He's been that senior. He's been in that position,
which is fair.
But Gio has shown flashes to where he has shown why he earned the starting spot. I can't take that from the man.
That's why I was worried about UCF, and exactly. we all said
we
the same.
All thing. Worried, bro. Like UCF,
we were more worried about the UCF game. Yeah, we were more worried about the UCF game this week than we were Clemson, because as we saw what Clemson had going on today, that Clemson's
not the Clemson of old. Clemson's not the
Clemson of two. Clemson's not even the Clemson of last year.
Right, and what makes it worse, if North Carolina beats Clemson in 2 weeks. That win's not going to look as good as it should, as good as it could have looked.
Like if North Carolina goes and beats Clemson in 2 weeks, and let's say Clemson had went into it 2-2 or 3-1,
it looked a lot better.
It looked a lot better. But coming against a 1-3 Clemson team that
may be 1-4 because that may be 1-4 by then because I got to see who's on their schedule. I don't know. My thing is with Max.
I told you about Clemson's quarterback.
You did say that about Cade, but I think it's that whole team right now. I honestly think it's that whole team because I ain't never seen their DB get mossed like that since the Justin Jefferson 2019 championship game. I saw one of their DBs get mossed like no other, bro. And it was bad. But my thing is, I would have benched Gio after the second pick. And the reason why I would have benched him right then is because the play was it was kind of like the Tua play we were talking about on offline.
Yeah,
He went left. He looked left, faked, and immediately went back to the right side, not even checking to see if the DB even bit on that quick slant. Not checking to see if he bit on it, not checking to see if it was even open. He just faked here, immediately threw it. DB sitting over the top of it like, bro, I'm here. Bats the ball up in the air once it's coming in. It's an easy pick. And I'm like that's a play that a seasoned QB, yes, that might be your first read, but a seasoned QB is going to sit there and before he throws it, going to make sure there's that window. If it's covered, okay, now I got to look for something else, throw it away, throw it in the back of the end zone, save a possession, and keep it moving.
So, like, the other problem that I saw, especially in that first half, and this is something that I've seen as a trend, especially with Gio for the last four games, really. Gio doesn't read the field very well right now. And once again, this brings back to that same question we had before the season started. How well is he going to translate from the competition he was coming from to the competition he's going against now? You see, I'm starting to believe Peppers is right. He wanted the UNC to hire Steve Wilks. I'm not even going to lie to you. That would have been a good hire.
Steve Wilks, and coming as a Panthers fan, Steve Wilks is the hire that you like. Like, Steve Wilks is the hire you need. If whether it's a head coach or defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks is a good coach.
Now, I didn't even know Steve Wilks was even an option, so I'm not even going to lie to you. But, like, my biggest problem right now, especially, and I'm going to focus mainly just on offense for the moment. My biggest problem right now is Gio holds the ball way too long. Mm-hmm. The other problem with him holding the ball so long is he's not exactly reading his checks at all.
He's not making any
he will participate to the read that he's supposed to have designed for the play, but he doesn't read any of his other checks. And then on top of that, there was one point during the game that the commentators even pointed out, with him being a southpaw, there was a post corner on his left, on his strong side that he didn't even look at.
He never looked at it. Because I saw that same post.
He wasn't. Okay. Appreciate it.
Okay. No, because I saw the same post corner that you were talking about, and I was like, bro,
how did you miss
all you had to do was wait and see it. You didn't have to do anything. Because
there were more plays where he really wasn't rushed too bad. Like, he didn't have too bad of a pass rush. But the problem is, like, you're holding the ball way too long. You're not making a decision quick. You're not making decisions. That's the other problem. And because a lot of people saw that happen with JJ McCarthy last week against Atlanta. What you saw him do against the Bears week 1, where he was making a lot of really quick decisions in that fourth quarter, he didn't make those at all in the Atlanta game, really. Sure, he had a couple of good plays, and so did Gio, only missing really 3 passes, 2 of them being the interceptions. But it's like you're not putting your receivers in a position to actually succeed anything. You're not putting yourself in a position to succeed. Your offensive line, and shout out to Blasky for his first game back, by the way. He looked great.
Hey.
He held up well for his first game.
Hey, so shout out Blasky, bro. Like,
and I know that's a big game back for this offensive line to have at least some bit of continuity sitting on that front line, because there was so many points in this game where when the pass rush did get home, the blocking looked atrocious. There was pickups missed everywhere.
I looked at it. There were pickups missed everywhere. There were opportunities missed. Aside from June, running backs weren't hitting the holes. Like, Damon June was doing his thing.
Hall was for the beginning of the game, and then
the beginning it just went away. He just went away.
But
and it frustrates me, but I also realized, and I can attribute the same thing to the Panthers. Right now, to establish a foundation, the offense needs to have methodical drives. I know we all love the big play, 3-play drive and whatnot. But right now, if Gio is the starter coming back, or whatever the case may be, he needs a 19-play drive the way Max had. And I know Max kind of came in like I think halfway through that drive or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, he came in right after
Because
Gio
Got hurt on that fourth and
and I
one.
don't know how severe it is. I haven't seen an update on the injury report, but for him to be carted off and not able to put any weight on that left ankle, doesn't strike me as good.
If I had to make a guess, and I don't want to speak it into existence, but based off the play, based off the pile, the way he fell, and being carted off, I would assume it's a torn ligament in the knee. I want to be wrong, but being carted off, he couldn't put weight on it. Worst case scenario, torn ACL, meniscus, PCL, something of that nature. And I don't think it's a knee.
I think it's ankle. I don't think it's knee. But I mean, that's a fair assumption though.
Because the way he was standing up when he came, he was still standing tall, but the top of his body was going before the bottom and where his knee and leg was at went. So his body didn't just fall like that. It was like top, boom, but the leg
rolled. Yeah, he got folded.
So I was like,
And the other thing that annoyed me, and I agree that at this point, North Carolina needs to have long, methodical drives. And sure, the best drive they had really all season was that 19-play, 10-minute long drive.
Did it waste time? Yes. But did it turn into a touchdown? Absolutely.
And as history goes, and I agree, Quan, I hope it isn't serious either. But I also say, even if it isn't serious, I do hope that this game benches Gio for now and lets him have the rest of the season to develop, and then he comes back next season a different person. Because right now, like I said, he's not ready for this right now.
I think Gio definitely sits out. He sits out the Clemson game and the game after that. Give him a month to recover, see where he's at. And if you think I got to look at the schedule again, because whoever we're playing with, let's see. You got Clemson. Clemson's in 2 weeks. California is by the 17th, and then Virginia's after that. The Virginia game at home around the 24th, that's the game I would be looking to bring Gio back if he's ready.
And that's depending on whether or not if he's not back by the Clemson game, depending on how serious or not serious his injury is. If he's not back by the Clemson game, depending on how Max does for that game that he's out, at this point, you have to give. If he has a strong performance, you just have to give the man the key.
Give him the keys and let it ride, bro. Because
even in these relief situations that you see him in, he has strong performances even in these relief situations. So at this point, he's already giving you a strong argument that you just have to turn the keys over at this point. I know Bill is stubborn, is one of those stubborn types that probably won't and say if he's made a commitment to something, he's made a commitment. But at the end of the day,
it's kind of crazy about that, but it's like you're the same guy who benched Bledsoe for Brady because Bledsoe got injured and never went back.
And never went back because Brady gave you no reason to.
So if Max comes in, and I would say this, the best part about all of this so far is it hasn't been ACC play. So North Carolina still has a shot, still has an outside shot to run the table for their SEC opponents, get into the ACC, or not the SEC. It has not been ACC play. I misspoke. Sorry, y'all. Dyslexia in English. Whole problem.
Well, no, I mean, I heard you correctly. So
okay, but they have a chance to run the ACC on their schedule, get to the ACC title game, potentially win the ACC title game, and that gives you a power forward into the CFP. You're not going to be ranked high. You're not going to be ranked high because of these two losses to these Big 12 teams by any means.
Oh yeah, no.
You could still get into the CFP. You just got to run the table with the ACC.
Yeah, you're gonna have to run it, and it's gonna be a difficult task to do because you got to remember, Miami and Florida State are running it on 1,000 right now.
But that's the best part though. Is I didn't think. Oh, you got it.
I didn't think Gio would be the starter year 2, and he probably won't because you still got what was it, Baker?
He got Baker. He got Burgess coming in.
Yeah, so he's got competition coming in. So he may not be. He may end up being second, possibly even third quarterback on the roster by the time next year comes around.
And the other
And
aspect is
how well Bryce develops on top of that.
Yeah.
And if Burks comes in hot, then
the only thing that hurts Burgess is he got that ACL tear too. So he's gonna be
right. But the
rehabbing
good
off
thing
of
is, at
that.
least for him, it's like it happened early in the season. He's got plenty of time to recover from it and a good offseason for it too. So I mean, like he still has
a whole
he still
year.
has a good bit of time. Yeah, he still has almost pretty much a whole year.
But
Then switching over to defense.
I'm just saying this before we get to defense. Like, and this is just looking at the schedule because you were talking about it with FSU and Miami. The best part about it, we don't play either of them in the regular season
at all.
We don't play SMU. We don't play Georgia Tech. Like we don't play those teams on the regular season schedule. So you can still potentially run it. Right now, my biggest two concerns looking at this schedule, and it's shot fired at Clemson. You look like butt. You look like straight doo-doo, so I ain't worried about you. Syracuse and North Carolina State.
Yeah.
And I'll give Virginia and I'll give Virginia their credit too, because Virginia ain't nobody to be slept on.
No.
But we don't have a FSU, we don't have a Miami, we don't have a Georgia Tech, we don't have a Virginia Tech. Not on the regular season schedule. So the path to the ACC title, in my eyes, goes through Syracuse, as of right now, goes through Syracuse and NC State. If North Carolina can run the table and beat those two, if they definitely can beat those two, I don't see why they can't beat anybody else right now and still make it to the ACC title game. Now, once they get to the ACC title game, who they play is going to be that's going to be a big problem.
If I'm being real with you, I'm even going to throw one that I didn't think either one of us would have thought would have been a threat. California. Cal is looking nice right. Cal is 3-0.
All right, California, my fault. I didn't mean to disrespect. I'll put y'all in there. Right now. Listen, I'll put you in there. I didn't mean to disrespect.
Now the Texas Southern game, I'm gonna throw out the window because Texas Southern's, their paid game, but they've beaten Oregon State and Minnesota.
All right, California,
by at least a touchdown apiece. So we'll see what it looks like by the time they get done with San Diego State.
You know what? You and I both have been dogging California preseason. So
I have been dogging California. I am not. I will say what I said and stand on business. I dogged y'all, and I will continue to dog y'all till y'all prove me 100% otherwise. But
right now, y'all proving him about 75.
As of right now, I was unfamiliar with the
game. Right now, they got you sitting at 75 right now.
Right. I'm about a good 50-60% out there. I'm like, I was unfamiliar with your game. But because even the rest of the grouping, because Virginia Tech should be, I would say, if we looking good, should be a tune-up game.
It should.
Could we play? No, we don't play Virginia Tech. So
that's what I'm saying. We don't play VTech. We don't play Georgia Tech. It's like we don't play VTech. We don't play Georgia Tech. We don't play Miami. We don't play FSU. Our biggest three concerns: Cal, Syracuse,
Virginia, Syracuse,
North Carolina State, and Virginia. Those are our top four.
Because Duke is just an automatic. Like we're not even gonna.
I'm not even. Listen, you got to beat Duke. I don't care what you say. You got to.
There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Like you just have to beat Duke.
Have to beat Duke. Wake Forest, especially if y'all have run the table with Clemson, Cal, Virginia, Syracuse, and Stanford. By the time you get to Wake Forest, please do not sleep on Wake Forest.
Don't sleep.
Please don't sleep.
Wake Forest is one of those teams that will legitimately sneak you because you slept on them when you came out.
Because I foresee it, bro. If they have beaten Clemson, beaten Cal, beaten Virginia, beaten Syracuse, beaten Stanford, by the time they get to Wake Forest, they could be sitting there like, oh, we good. Wake Forest is going to be an easy game, and then Wake Forest is going to come in, knock all of it out because they already have two. They already have two losses. They can't afford a third.
So looking at this week so far from other ACC competition, you have Stanford is currently tied with Virginia right now, 7-7. First quarter though, so that could change drastically by the end of the night. Georgia Tech dog walk Temple. Florida State they played Kent State. I don't even know why that was even a thing.
Oh, I mean the same reason why we played Charlotte.
I don't know why
not even Charlotte.
Remember, Kent
Richmond.
State just won their first game in 4 years, like 2 weeks ago.
The same reason why we played Richmond, like Kent State's one of them. Kent State's like Charleston Southern. It's a D1, but
here's the thing.
But it's a low D1.
But here's the thing. At least with Charlotte and Richmond, at least they're competitors in their conference. Kent State hasn't been a competitor in like 5 years to their conference or anyone else.
You ain't had to dog Kent State like that.
Did you not remember week 1? They won their first game in like 4 seasons on a last-minute kickoff return. Yeah, a kickoff return in literally the last 6 seconds of the game won them that game. And the team they were going to lose to was Merrimack.
Wow.
I'm just saying.
What? Hold up. Clark's 100-yard kickoff return ends Kent State's 21-game losing streak, 21-17 over Merrimack. Wow.
I'm just saying.
All right. All right. Hold up now. Y'all can't be losing like that.
I'm just saying. So that's the only reason why I was like, I don't know why Florida State played them, but I guess I can't even call it tune-up games because y'all were doing just fine.
Hey, you got to pay to play.
I mean, you got to pay to play.
Oh, but to this defense that you and I was speaking about, and I told you this on the phone beforehand, my biggest takeaway with the defense today.
It's the same thing we had
Wrapping up,
same
bro.
issue we had before.
Wrapping up is a problem, and I don't understand. And why is this a problem? Like for only the teams I like. Why is this happening for only the teams I like?
Because here's the thing. Here's my other problem. They ran what I saw felt like only 5 or 6 different plays. The only difference was there was maybe one little wrinkle here and one little wrinkle there. So instead of like an outside screen, it was a middle box. It was a middle bubble screen or something.
Oh yeah, UCF ran the same 7 to 10, and they were just like, "Yep, we're just gonna have a field day, bounce it to the outside, maybe do." Because here's the bad part, bro. Their quarterback was their leading rusher with 66 yards, and their tight end had the most receiving yards with 47. But then when you look at the team stats, bro, they had 143 rushing yards and 220 passing yards. Like, what are we doing?
Like and like I said, the funny thing is, these numbers that they have aren't astounding.
No,
they're not astounding numbers. But if you watch the game,
it just looks bad.
They got beat at every phase of the game.
Third down.
Here's the other thing.
Wrap up.
Here's the other thing. UCF had 33 minutes of possession, almost 34 minutes of possession time.
At one point in the first half, it was 18-8. It was like 18
That's
minutes
what I'm saying.
to 8. I was like, good God.
So it's like sure, they were even on third down efficiency. They both went 5 and 13, but there were so many times that UCF didn't even get the third down. It didn't make any sense. It didn't make any difference.
I got a stat for you that tells you the level of the lack of tackling that happened. There's a stat right here that'll tell you the game. You ready? Our leading tackler today was our DB, Will Hardy, with 8. With 8. 7 of them joined.
Our two leading tackles. Hold on. Our 2 leading tacklers was Caleb Koss, was a DB and a safety.
And here's the bad part. 7 of those for Will Hardy alone were solo. Why is my safety making 7 solo tackles and leading the team?
And Hardy and Caleb Koss both had tackles for loss. One of those tackles a piece were tackles for loss. All of Caleb Koss tackles were solo tackles. All of them. All 7.
Bro.
Then you had Andrew Simpson with 6. Then another defensive back, Gavin Gibson, with another 6.
I'm going to tell you right now, and this is as a guy who's played DB and loves the position. Ain't no way the DB should be leading your team in tackles. I'm sorry, bro. If your DB's a leading team, unless you're running a 4-2-5, unless you're running a 4-2-5 defense, and even then, there's no reason why your DB should be leading the team in tackles.
There should be no reason.
There should be no sorry. Especially your safety. Your safety?
And a lot of those tackles, and one Will Hardy. Here's the props to Will Hardy on this. Because a lot of those tackles, he came down from the safety spot to make these tackles.
He had to.
He came down to the box. He came down to the box to make them. He came down to the outside to make them. Like, man was flying around the field. And another thing that really got me. So you see this.
We're really grind your gears.
You see this slot where it says 0 sacks.
Oh yeah, and there's nobody there.
No. There was a play that Jackson
you talking about the one where he could have got sacked for low key and safety at the same time.
It was one where he should have been sacked. They had him for the sack.
And then I was like, okay, because even the commentator said it. Because even the commentator said it. He's like, oh, that's a sack.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he still froze.
Am I?
Okay, no, you're not no more. You get back. You're back now.
Okay. I was about to say I never froze on my end.
I don't know what happened.
Are we good?
Yeah, you moving. You good.
But like even the commentator was like, oh, Jackson sacked. Wait, he got out of there.
He got out
and ran for a first down.
On top of that, Thaddeus Dixon gets the legal hands in the face on the same play.
Oh yeah, because he was on downfield or whatever the case may be. But hands to the face.
So it was hands in the face.
I was like, bro.
That was hands to the face. Then we got a pass interference. Then we got a roughing the passer call. Then we got a holding and a roughing the passer on the same drive.
Gotta love it. You gotta love it.
And then to make matters worse, here comes Jakari Brown, the backup quarterback,
who sitting there pulling reads and whatnot, fooling everybody. Like what we doing here, bro?
Comes in with the last 10 minutes of the game,
cooking,
and then still runs another touchdown drive in the last minute.
Like they weren't even trying to score, dog.
At all. They weren't even supposed to score.
They weren't even trying to run timeout. They were running timeout and giving them some reps. And I know some people be like, oh, why y'all running up the score? They weren't trying to. We just couldn't stop it. So what do you expect them to do?
They just went ahead and ended the whole thing with Jaden Dixon on the 5-yard line for a touchdown to end the game out. Like
they're like, stop it. We's already dead. Well, then stop me. We got the second string in. Like, that's one thing I've never saw the issue with. If I take out my starters, if I'm up big and take out my starters while you still have your starters in,
and I'm just
calling normal plays with my second string, and my second string goes out and scores, that's not on me, y'all. Y'all just got to stop them. Because I ain't even what you want? What you want?
So I will say I did almost call another one. If it wasn't for the fact that he got called back, Antoine Jackson I called Antoine Jackson last week on a possible guy to worry about.
Mm-hmm.
Would have had an interception returned for a touchdown had it not been called back for an offside penalty.
Oh yeah, you did say that. Nah,
bad early in the game.
I'm gonna say this though. Gio is lucky that diving on the ground is automatic down in college, because that second pick would have been picked. Dude would have got up and ran that back. The one that got batted and punched out.
Oh yeah, it'd have been gone.
Dude would have got up because he caught it falling to the ground. He was by himself. Actually, no, he wasn't. That was the same one that Jake Johnson was holding him when he caught it.
That was the offensive pass interference.
Yeah, he was holding him. So my fault. But they definitely could have been another pick six. I'm just, again, Gio, looking at the season, bro. So far, you have, what is it? He's only thrown one interception so far this season. Why I feel like he has more. He threw two. Oh, they must not have updated it. Okay, they ain't updated this. I'm like, I know he got two interceptions.
Yeah, he's thrown 3 interceptions now.
All right. He's throwing 3 interceptions, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, dog. It
got a 19.3 QBR.
Not gonna lie, Gio. I love your game. I love you as a kid. I love you as a person. Think you're great. Think you're probably great people. But I'm need you to sit out this Clemson game.
Now look at that overall. His rating went up. He had a 102.2 rating this game, but a 78% completion percentage.
But okay, like it was 11 to 14.
But
you know who got the touchdown though? You know who got the touchdown though?
Oh, Max got the touchdown.
Max got the touchdown on 11 to 19. And no turnovers.
Because like at the end of the day, it's like you want to back him, and you still, and like I said, I still have confidence he could be successful. But if you want to start winning games this season, you're gonna have to make a change. You're gonna have to do it. You're gonna have to go with the experience.
If your goal is still to win the ACC or even finish 500, you have to go with Max. Because going 0-3, starting conference, like you start conference play and now your overall record is 0-3, you just shot yourself in the hole.
I mean, we're technically 2-2, but
my fault. Yeah,
right. We're technically 2-2, but no. If you want to talk about when games against big Power 4 opponents, like, if you don't want to start off going 0-3,
that's what I like. You love how I just omitted Charlotte. I just omitted Charlotte and Richmond. I'm like, we're 0-3. Well, we're technically.
That's saying you two things I don't have confidence in them. Like I said, I have confidence in them for probably for the future, but like right now, like I said, it's like the processing's not there. Like you can tell he's just not exactly there.
You know what he needs? You know what he needs? And you're calling it in the sense that to sit him out for the year. He needs
Facts.
a year. It was Ron.
It was Ron.
He needs a year. He needs a year where he can just study film with Belichick. To understand what Bill wants him to see. Shoot. Hey, Bill, call in Brady. Tell him to help him study film. Like,
to be honest,
Brady
might do the favor.
Like Brady just might do the favor if you ask him to.
Yeah,
he just might do the favor, bro. Call him in, tell him, hey, yo, I'm sitting Gio for the year because I know Max is a senior. Max done this for years. He knows what he's doing. Like, Max could probably sit in too because he can learn just a little bit more tidbits kind of to help him maybe be probably like third, fourth round draft pick.
Once again, something that I keep pointing out all the time, Max has been in Power 4 his whole college career.
That's what I'm saying. And that's why
he's been in this for all his college career. So like see if Brady will come through, or heck, any quarterback that you know has been successful that you have a connection with.
Brady.
See if Breeze will come through.
Breeze.
Because Breeze, I don't think Breeze is doing much anything right now besides probably some commentating.
I'm thinking of all the QBs he had in New England. You got Brady, who's available. Matt Castle, who's available. Jimmy Garoppolo is probably still available. Like,
he's still in LA.
Is he?
Yeah.
$2 million for 9 points.
$2 million for 9 points.
Add up.
Ross said the math ain't math.
He said, hold up. He said $2 million for 9 points? Nah. Hey, my man said, hold up. Nah.
I ain't even gonna add the other stat they threw. Listen, I ain't even gonna add the other stat they threw in from the commentators. They said they have been outscored by the Big 12.
Oh yeah, 80-23. I saw that. I heard that. I was like, oh.
I was like, that is a wild number.
I said 82.
That is a wild number.
Ew. Horrible.
Like, I know when I leave. Once again, I know I'm a different kind of coach, because had it been me, we haven't practiced right there in the stadium. We ain't leaving.
No, you seen that video of You saw that video of the college that did that, right? Like they won a game and coach made them run suicides right after the game.
They lost that game.
Did they?
I think they lost that game.
No, I think it was they won the game, but it was a paid game. Like they paid the one of those. They paid the opponent. It was supposed to be an easy win, right? It was supposed to be an easy win, but
yeah.
But because
they just barely won. Yeah.
And the coach made a run suicides right after we barely beat them. Oh yeah, nah. He said, yeah, nah. Get it going. So he said, I'm not a math genius, but something there. Nope. Hey, Ron said, I might not be the brightest bulb, but I know this ain't adding up. And Ron, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, sir. Because $2 million for 9 points.
Nani?
Oh, tell you the truth, that happened again this season. Hold on a second.
What?
So Fran Brown from Syracuse has Syracuse running sprints after they beat UConn last week.
That's who it was. I knew it happened. I was like, it was supposed to be a game they were supposed to dominate. And that game was a lot closer than it should have been. Because didn't they beat UConn 31-20? Something like that?
They beat them in OT, yeah.
Yeah. And he had to run sprints right afterwards. I was like, I mean, you barely beating UConn, which is honestly a basketball school. UConn ain't good in football like that. And you barely beat them.
27-20.
Yeah. I ain't gonna front. I would have made my team run sprints after that.
Because there was another game.
UConn was another solely a basketball school. And you mean to tell me we barely beating them in football? Yeah, nah.
Because there was either another team that actually did it or a team that me and you joked about having them do it. I can't remember, but either way, but no, that's exactly how. We would have been running. We would have been having some problems.
Running right there on the spot.
There'd have been players that probably would have left my program for sure after that.
That'd be all right.
Man, this man made this. They made me run after we won. Bro, we won. What are you mad at?
We barely won versus a team that is not known for this sport.
You telling me we went into OT against UConn? Nothing against UConn. Good for y'all for forcing them into OT, but still.
Imagine if Gonzaga barely beat. Try to think of a school that's only football. They don't have a great basketball program.
It's like if Alabama.
What? If Gonzaga were to barely beat a Kansas State right now, or I feel like that would be an equivalent. It's bro, what do you mean you're barely beating them in basketball? You know what I mean?
That's like Butler losing to Sacramento State.
Or barely beating Sacramento State. Yeah, there it is. They're barely beating Sacramento State. They had to go into overtime for that. Why? Why you have to go into overtime for that? And they'd be like, man, but we won though.
But we already figured, we already had the realization after week one that this was going to be this is going to be a rough season. It's going to be a rough season. A lot of growing pains in it. Because even the commentators okay, yeah, no, he's going to turn this. He said he could turn this into a good program, but over the next couple of years. But right now, it is not the move. Yeah, right now, it's rough.
But man, that's all I got for this episode, man. What about you?
Yeah, that's about it. I got out my frustration out for right now.
All right, man. Well, y'all know the deal. Wait, I did the intro. You do the outro, man. Because I'm fed up.
But y'all know how it goes. appreciate y'all for coming in for this post game. We'll see y'all again Tuesday. Every Tuesday, 9 p.m. Hell,
It will be at 9 p.m. this time.
it will be at 9 p.m. this time. I know we've been all over the place. We'll be more prepared to. But yeah, it's been real, y'all. See y'all on Tuesday. Stay safe out there. Peace.
We out.